Good afternoon, students. This is our economics online class. We are going to discuss about the 8th chapter, International Economics Organization. So today in this video, we have to learn about a role of the International Economic Organization in enhancing the magnitude of global business. To know the objectives, functions, and achievements of International Monetary Fund, World Bank, and World Trade Organization. To study about the trade blocs, vice versa, SAARC, ASEAN, and BRICS, and other objectives, functions, and achievements. Okay, these are the objectives of this lesson. In the previous lesson, which means the 7th chapter, we have studied about basis of trade, gains from trade, terms of trade, BOP, BOT, the foreign exchange, everything. When trade takes place among countries, the developed countries always stand to gain and the LDCs suffer from adverse terms of trade as well as balance of payment, and they affect their exchange rate. So the developed countries always concentrating their gain. Okay, they want to export their goods and services to the LDC countries. So through these activities, they have to affect their exchange rate, BOT, BOP. The Great Depression of 1930s and World War II led to purely nationalistic policies in which almost every country imposed trade restriction. After the Second World War, every country should impose the trade restriction, exchange controls, and exchange depreciation so as to boost exports and to restrict import considerably. So that they started one meeting, which is Bretton Woods Conference. So that there were made by some leaders, Bretton Woods Conference proposed IMF, International Monetary Fund, World Bank, and International Trade Organization, ITO. Okay, ITO started in 1944. The IMF and World Bank were started in 1945. Instead of ITO, an interim arrangement was made and named as GATT. GATT means General Agreement on Tariff and Trade. The GATT was transformed into World Trade Organization from 1955. Then the IMF, IBRD, and WTO headquarters presented here. So this may be asked in your 2 marks, like fill in the blanks. Okay, see the institution given, headquarters of the institution also given, and year establishment given here. See here, International Monetary Fund, its headquarters is Washington. They established in 1945. World Bank headquarters is Washington DC, and its establishment year 1945. Then World Trade Organization, its headquarters is Geneva. Its establishment year is 1995. So International Monetary Fund. First we have to understand about International Monetary Fund. The purpose of International Monetary Fund is to secure and promote economic and financial cooperation among member countries. The IMF was established to assist the member nation to tide over balance of payment disequilibrium in the short run. At present, the IMF has 189 member countries, with the Republic of Nauru joined in 2016. So at last, the Nauru Republic joined in 2016. How many countries are member countries? 189 countries. This is 1 mark. Then objectives of IMF. Objectives of IMF: to promote international monetary cooperation among the member nations, to facilitate faster and balanced growth of international trade, and to ensure exchange rate stability. See here, to ensure exchange rate stability by curbing competitive exchange depreciation, to eliminate or reduce exchange controls imposed by member nation, to establish multilateral trade and payment system in respect of current transactions instead of bilateral trade agreements. So these are the objectives, and to promote the flow of capital from developed to developing nation. From the developed countries to the developing nation, they want to promote the flow of capital to solve the problems of international liquidity. So these are the objectives of IMF. That's why they joined together. 189 countries joined, and they paying some amount for their security. Functions of IMF. What are the functions of IMF? So IMF function given here like picture. Okay, see the exchange stability. It bring exchange stability, facilitate international trade, faster sustainable economic growth, BOP crisis assistance. Whenever the countries experiencing BOP crisis, during that period, the IMF will assist the country, and faster sustainable economic growth maintaining by the IMF, and they facilitate international trade among the countries, and they maintaining the exchange stability. See here, the first one is bringing stability in exchange rate. IMF is maintaining exchange rate stability and emphasizing devaluation criteria, restricting members to go in for multiple exchange rates and also to buy or sell gold at prices other than declared par value. So each and every country is maintaining their gold value. Okay, they don't want to go beyond their gold value to maintaining their exchange rate. So this is maintaining by the IMF, correcting BOP disequilibrium. So IMF is helping the member countries in eliminating or minimizing the short period disequilibrium in their balance of payment and balance of trade by selling or lending foreign currencies to the member nation. Determining the par values. So this IMF determining the par values among the member countries. IMF enforces the system of determination of par values of the currencies of the member countries according to the articles of agreement of IMF. IMF also they have some rules and regulations. It also including in the articles agreement IMF. Every member nation should declare the par value of its currency in terms of gold or US dollars. So under this article, IMF ensures smooth working of the international monetary system. So they maintaining and functioning the smooth international monetary system in favor of some developed countries. So balancing demand and supply of currencies. They maintaining the balancing demand and supply of currencies among the member nations. So IMF is entrusted with the important functions of maintaining balance between demand and supply of various currencies. So 189 countries is there. So that 189 currencies, the different currencies is circulating there. So each and every currency is having some specific values, the par values. So that each and every country's currency is maintained and controlled by IMF. The fund IMF can declare a currency as a scarce currency which is a great demand and can increase its supply by borrowing it from the country concerned or by purchasing the same currency in exchange of gold. So those who are the UDC countries, they want currencies, the rate of exchange, they borrowing from the developed countries. So for this function, for these activities, IMF helping the UDC countries to borrow from the developed countries, purchasing their currencies instead of gold. Reducing the trade restriction. The IMF considering and reducing the trade restrictions among the member countries. The fund also aims to reducing tariffs and other trade barriers imposed by the member countries with the purpose of removing restrictions on remittance of funds or to avoid discrimination practices. So that discrimination practices happening among the member countries means the IMF reducing the trade restrictions. Okay. So the fund also aims to reducing the tariff and other trade barriers imposed by the member countries with the purpose of removing restriction on remittance of the fund. Providing credit facility. So IMF is providing different borrowings and credit facilities with the objectives of helping the member countries. Their main motto is helping the member countries. That's why they are providing different borrowing and credits. This credit facility offered by include basic credit facility, extended fund facility for a period of 3 years, expansionary financing facility and structural adjustment facility also given by them. The functions of IMF are grouped under 3 heads. So we can group the functions of IMF is in the 3 category. One is financial, another one is regulatory, and third one is consultative. The financial means assistance to correct short and medium term deficit in BOP. The maintaining and given assistance to the short and medium term deficit in BOP among the member countries. Regulatory, code of conduct and consultative, counseling and technical consultancy also given by them to the member countries. Facilities offered by IMF. What are the facilities offered by the IMF to their member countries? The fund has created several new credit facilities for its members. Chief among them are basic credit facility. The IMF provides financial assistance to its member nation to overcome their temporary difficulties relating to balance of payment (BOP). A member nation can purchase from the fund other currencies or SDR, special drawing rights. We know that, isn't it? So, in exchange for its own currency to finance payment deficit. The loan is rapid when the member repurchases its own currency with other currencies or SDR. They can purchase their own currency or SDR. The member can unconditionally borrow from the fund in a year equal to 25% of its quota. So it depends upon their quota only they can borrow. This unconditional borrowing right is called the reserve tranche. Okay, one more they will ask. See here the special drawing rights. The fund has succeeded in the establishing a scheme of special drawing rights which is otherwise called paper gold. They are a form of international reserve created by the IMF in 1969 to solve the problems of international liquidity. Because of why did they started? Solve the problem of international liquidity. They started the paper gold. They are allocated to the IMF members to proportion to their fund quotas. So the fund quota 25% just now I said, So like that the fund quotas depends upon the proportion of their fund quota. SDR are used as a means of payment by fund members to meet balance of payment deficit and their total reserve position with the fund. How much they reserved with the IMF depends upon the reservation of the fund reserve ratio. They can borrow. Thus SDR act both as an international unit of account and a means of payment. All transactions by the fund in the forms of loans and their repayments. Its liquid reserve, its capital, etc. are expressed in the SDR. The achievements of the fund can be summed up in the words of Hayne that fund is like an international reserve bank. So IMF also like a reserve bank. So this is said by whom? The words of Hayne.